India's central bank chief Shaktikanta on Friday said taming of inflation is the key priority of South Asian nations as he addressed an IMF event on policy challenges in the region. He also called out the heavy dependency of the region on fossil fuel, adding that it will make it vulnerable to fuel inflation.
Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikanta Das on Friday said that taming inflation is the top priority for South Asian countries, as risk through growth and investment outlook could rise if price pressures persist at high levels. Speaking at an event organized by IMF, the International Monetary Fund, the central bank chief said policy challenges in the region sharpened due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine. Talking about region's heavy dependence on imported fossil fuel, he said it has made the region vulnerable to fuel inflation. For successful disinflation, credible monetary policy actions accompanied by targeted supply-side interventions, fiscal trade, policy and administrative measures have become the key instruments, he added. Apart from inflation, Das also listed other key priorities for South Asia that included containing external vulnerabilities, raising productivity, strengthening cooperation for energy security, green energy cooperation, and promotion of tourism.
The first policy priority for the South Asian region is obviously taming inflation. Multiple external shocks in the form of COVID-related global supply chain disruptions, food and energy crisis following the war in Ukraine, and financial market volatility arising from the aggressive monetary policy tightening have exerted sustained price pressures in the South Asian economies, which is of course felt in other parts of the world also.
India has been struggling with high inflation, which remained above the upper tolerance for 10 straight months in 2022 before falling to 5.88% in November. IMF Deputy Managing Director Antoinette Sae, however, said India is in a relative bright spot in the world economy, but needed to leverage its existing strength in services exports and extend it to job-rich manufacturing exports.